Hi guys, in this video, I'll be talking all about pear-shaped diamonds. This is going to be a pear-shaped diamond buying guide and a must-watch video if you're about to buy a pear diamond. I'll be covering what you should avoid and look out for, and the tricks of the trade of what some jewelers may not want you to know when buying a pear. Towards the end of the video, I'll be showing you different diamond sizes to help you visualize the appropriate diamond size that would suit best on your finger. What makes a pear-shaped diamond desirable is not only its teardrop shape itself, but its elongated shape. There are several reasons why people want a pear-shaped diamond. One of the main reasons is that it's different. It's not the regular round-shaped diamond that you see most people have for the engagement ring. So its shape is something more unique and special, where you can express yourself more of your personality and style. What's more, it's an elongated shaped diamond. Elongated shaped diamonds can help with a larger spread, meaning it can give a diamond a larger appearance from the top view. Also, elongated diamond shapes such as the pear can help accentuate the length of your fingers. So it's a very versatile shape that can look great on anyone's hand. Now when it comes to elongated shaped diamonds, there is the ratio. Pear-shaped diamonds can come in different ratios. For example, here are some pear-shaped diamonds with ratios ranging from 1.4 to 1.8. How you can obtain the ratio of the diamond is by dividing the length of the diamond by its width. A lower ratio diamond would give it a fuller appearance with a wider width, while a longer ratio will give it a skinnier and sharper appearance. Now, there isn't exactly an ideal ratio as it depends on your personal taste and preference. Some might prefer a fuller looking pear shape with a shorter ratio, while others might prefer a longer ratio that will give it a sharper looking pear. Sometimes, it also depends on the jewelry design that you plan to set it with. Now, besides looking at the ratio, you have to pay special attention to the lobes. This requires you to visually inspect the diamond as it won't be shown on the certificate. The lobes are these rounded curved outline areas which affects the visual shape of the diamond. Pear-shaped diamonds can have different curvatures or lobes. For example, I have these two pear-shaped diamonds with the same ratio of 1.6. But notice that the diamond on the right has a slightly off weird shaped lobes that don't look very even, whereas the diamond on the left has a more symmetrical and fuller looking lobe shape that gives it a more pear-shaped appearance. So even though two pairs can have the same ratio, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will have the same shape. You have to pay attention to the shape of the lobes too. Next, I'll be addressing the Bowtie Effect. If you've been researching about pear-shaped diamonds, it is very likely you would come across this term bow tie, which affects pear, marquise, and oval-shaped diamonds. What bow tie means is that when there is this darkish or blackish area in the midsection of the diamond that literally looks like the shape of a bow tie. This is a very undesirable effect on the diamond as it makes that area looking very dark with little brilliance. This is usually obvious when you see the diamond under white lights or natural daylight. In jewelry shop lights, which typically uses strong spotlights, the bow tie effect would not be very noticeable as direct lights would mask the contrast. So do remember to inspect the diamond under white light or even better, natural daylight to avoid this. Here's a pear-shaped diamond under jewelry shop lights, which is similar to LED or halogen lights. The pear looks beautiful and sparkly, and there's nothing wrong here. There is some slight darkish contrast at the midsection area, but it looks very minimal and completely fine. Not obvious at all, and it is a very gorgeous piece. Now let me film this same diamond under daylight. Oh my, what happened here? Why is there suddenly a pitch black line in the midsection of the diamond? It just got really obvious right now. Imagine seeing your new diamond like this right after you stepped out of the jewelry store into an everyday natural daylight environment. Now here's this same diamond again under white lights. You can see the black line going across the diamond very distinctly, almost resembling a bow tie. One easy way to determine if a diamond suffers from bow tie is by inspecting it under the ASET scope. The ASET scope is an extremely useful tool that can not only help you avoid diamonds with bow tie, but it will also help you to analyze its overall light performance. Here is an image of a pear-shaped diamond under the ASET scope. How the ASET scope works is by ray tracing, which traces the light path entering a diamond and color coding them to show you how much light is returning or leaking from the diamond. The red color shows areas that have strong light return, which is where the diamond would look brighter. Green areas are weak light return, while white areas are light leakages. Basically, you want a diamond to have more red areas and less white and green areas. Lastly, blue color are contrast areas. Contrasts are basically head shadows when viewing the diamond, where it will look dark or black when you're viewing the diamond under a white light or daylight environment. As you can see, when a diamond suffers from the Bowtie effect, it would have the blue contrast areas at the midsection of the diamond, which you want to avoid. So it's very easy to detect the Bowtie effect by using the ASET scope. And besides looking out for these bow ties, you can also use the ASET scope to look out for these weird or odd contrast areas in the diamond that will cause these odd black areas. You don't want any of these random dark areas on your diamond. Besides looking out for these odd contrast areas, the ASET's true purpose is to evaluate a diamond's light performance. For example, here are some of the ASET scopes of different pear-shaped diamonds. Poor light performing pairs will have ASET images looking something like this, where you notice there is hardly any red areas or light return. All these white areas are light leakages. What this means is that over 90% of the area space of your diamond are light leakages, which is a very bad buy. I mean, what's the point of spending thousands of dollars to buy a diamond when 90% of it is going to look like glass? What you want is something like this, where there are more red areas and less green and whites, which will make your diamond look more brilliant and eye-catching. Now for pear-shaped diamonds, because they don't have what we call the hearts and arrows facet structure like a round, their light performance would be different from a round. For pear shapes, an ASET looking something like this is considered the much better light performing ones available. But one problem that most diamond buyers experience is that they do not have the ASET images of the diamond they are buying. This is a strange phenomenon that's happening in the diamond industry. The ASET scope can be easily purchased online. It's available to the public and only costs about USD $50. It's not expensive at all. And if you're spending thousands of dollars on an item, what is $50? And you can get so much information of a diamond from its ASET image. Unfortunately, the diamond industry isn't as transparent yet, and we really hope to change that. As you do more research, you'll realize that the majority of diamonds in the market are actually very poorly cut. So the mentality is that the less consumer knows, the easier it is to sell. And once they start providing the ASET images, how are they going to sell these poorly cut diamonds? No one's gonna buy them after they've seen the ASET images with the bad light leakages. So this is something that we hope to improve and change in the industry. As more consumers are aware and demand to see the ASET images, eventually all jewelers have to comply and show the ASET images in order to sell them. In a situation if you don't have access to the ASET images and have to make a decision, the next best thing you can try is by checking on its proportions. The proportions of the diamond can be seen on its GIA certificate, where you can see its table and depth percentage. The ideal proportions for a pair is to have it stable between 55 to 60% and depth between 59 to 63%. But do bear in mind that these are very arbitrary figures, and even if you can get a pear-shaped diamond with its table and depth in the ideal proportion range, it does not guarantee that it won't suffer from poor light performance or have no Bowtie effect. But it can help reduce the chance of getting a dud. One trick that online jewelers love to do is to provide a 360-degree video of the actual diamond for you to judge its light performance. A video of the diamond is very useful to see the actual shape of your diamond, but it's not a good indicator of its light performance. For example, here's an A-set image of a pear diamond. You can see it has very poor light performance and it's pretty much made up of all light leakages. But in the video, if I was to purposely use a white or grey background to take a video of it, you might think that it's not too bad. It doesn't look that dark and it still looks pretty white or greyish. But what's happening here is that you're actually seeing through the diamond into the white or grey background, which is where you're getting the color of the diamond from. Remember, light leakages are literally like transparent glass windows where you're seeing through the diamond into the background. So these videos of the diamonds on a white or grey background are not good indicators for its light performance. Generally, for pear-shaped diamonds, I would recommend getting a G color or above, or a VS2 clarity or above, so that the diamond looks white and eye clean. When it comes to clarity, here's a list of diamond inclusions I would recommend you to avoid, which can affect its light performance or cause durability issues. For pear-shaped diamonds in particular, I would strongly recommend to avoid feather inclusions that cut across the girdle or surface inclusions that are located at its sharp point. The sharp point of the pear is its most vulnerable spot, which can be prone to chipping or cracking. This is also why you'll find that when a pear-shaped diamond is mounted on a ring, the sharp point is always protected and covered up by a prong. But to be safe, you wouldn't want any inclusions to be exposed at that area, as it will amplify that weak point. Now that I've covered most of the technicals of what you should avoid and look out for, I'll move on to the fun part of showing you visual diamond size comparisons. I'm going to place the diamond on a temporary ring clip and wear them on my ring finger. Please don't mind my hands. My ring finger is a US size 7, which is a 54mm circumference. Here is a 0.5 carat pear diamond on my finger, a 1 carat, 1.5 carat, and a 2 carat. I have to remind you that the finger size does visually affect how the size of your diamond is going to look on your hand. So for my fingers, I'm sorry, I'm not really doing justice to the diamond size as my hands are larger. Here are all 4 diamonds sitting on my hand for comparison. To help you with their sizes, I'll include in the dimensions of each of the diamonds so that you can use these measurements as a rough size guide to their carat weight. This can help you decide which size would work best for you. So there you have it, a comprehensive guide on how you can go about finding your ideal pear-shaped diamond. If you do find this guide useful, do help give us a like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Your likes and feedback are important to us. If you would like to learn more about the basics of diamonds and certification, you can watch our video, How to Read a GRA Diamond Certificate. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions or need any help, please don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you for watching.